It's March, and we've got 3 birthdays in my household. And when a higher ground baby asks for a cake that defies the laws of physics, well, she's got a mom who's a fabricator and likes to make cakes. Truthfully, likes to be a little extra sometimes. My eldest wanted a mushroom cake. She was just kind of like coming up with it one day, and she meant like an actual honest to goodness like mushroom standing up. And then she's like, well, can we do a little one off of the side? Like, yes, we can. So I'm not gonna show you the welds. You don't wanna see them. But I found this silver-plated serving tray at a thrift store. This is stainless rod, and then I cut these pieces out of real thin stainless. It's all I had on hand. That's part of why it's warped. But I also didn't sweat keeping these flat because they're mushroom caps. You know, this is flat. This part will sit on the table flat, but these are kind of wavy a little bit by design because they're gonna be the underside of the mushrooms. So like, I mostly followed all the rules of food service and hygiene, so I'm gonna hit this with alcohol and like clean it all down really well. Polish the silver at home then and probably, you know, wipe it again and see if we can't turn my kid's imagination cake into a reality. So fun. Kids are fun. We began the construction of our mushroom cake by covering up the steel armature with Rice Krispie treat and then smoothing down the outside with a royal icing buttercream, meaning mostly royal icing, but that gets too hard, so I added butter to it too. I'm not a huge fan of covering cakes with fondant, but my kid wanted to try it, and good for her, so that's what we did. Then I mixed up some cream cheese buttercream. I went heavy on the sugar because real cream cheese icing is quite goopy. I also stabilized it with some extra meringue powder. This icing couldn't afford to slip and slide. I took a serrated knife to the edges of the cakes to kind of contour them into the shape of a mushroom cap, and then did a crumb layer with some icing that was heavy on the sugar. I then whipped up a separate batch so we could do this tequila sunrise colored ombre type thing that she wanted. She went through our mushroom field guide to decide the amanita mushrooms that she wanted to model this cake after, and decided to decorate it accordingly, and she did a fantastic job. At the base are some little meringue mushrooms, which are the same kind that we make for our Yule logs in December, and the moss is just colored sweetened coconut. She originally wanted this project a little darker than it is, but she wound up making it charming and cutesy. And most of us don't like to be sung to in the household, so we just danced around to some goofy Gen Alpha YouTube videos.
I'm gonna try to blow some out.
All in all, a super memorable cake that worked out really well, and I was so excited to finally be able to bake something that kind of looks like it shouldn't work, but it does work.
Leaves the sea on Skibidi. I gotta go to Ohio.